How's everybody doing? I am, let's see, I'm doing pretty good myself. I'm looking for a photo. My doggone, for some reason, my iCloud photos are not updating on my computer, and I don't understand. I don't understand why. And it looks like they stopped updating maybe, I don't know, a few weeks ago. I don't know. I got to figure it out. Sizzle, how you doing? Rob, how you doing? Let me move this so I'm not looking down. Reason I was frustrated about my iCloud not updating on my computer is because, well, I was looking for some photos that I took on my phone, and yeah, they're not on there for some reason. I was wanting to show them to y'all. Uh, so, is anyone got a decent idea of the what the picture I posted was of on the what is it? A took box. Uh, no, this is not the right. This is it. How you doing, Pete? I'm being um aggravating. I know what you meant by I know you meant toolbox there. Um yes, it's a toolbox. It's a pretty nice toolbox. I I have bought a new I bought as far as a decent sized box, I've bought two new toolboxes in my life. One of those was bought for me. Uh I think in 17 or yeah, in 17, taxes of 17, I bought my 72-inch US General. Probably 5 years before that, my wife bought me my 40, whatever it is, 41, 42, 40 inch top rimline box. So those are the two brand new boxes I bought. As far as I can remember, I bought a Stanley, a super cheapo a long time ago. But yeah, I think that's about it. This one, it's was it cost probably what two of those the two bigger ones cost put together, but still wasn't hugely crazy. I did a little bit of comparison, and for what I paid for mine, it was roughly $100 over the next one, anywhere close to what it was, and that was a different quality of box. I know I'm being what is it, cagey about how I'm saying this, but I'm trying to keep it kind of, you know, keep the suspense going. So, um, I figured I'd let y'all see it first. I don't even know if I've got any good pictures of it. Uh, yeah, I do. Let's see if I can find them. because I sent my little brother a picture of it. Or did I delete them? Yeah, this will be a good one. So how's everyone's week been going? Mine has went pretty decent. Got some of my Black Friday stuff in, a little bit here and a little bit there. I've got a set of parallel clamps. My miter square hasn't come in yet. Let's see. Did anyone check? Did anyone get in on the Cyber Week special? I mean, it went until they sold out. So there was a Cyber Week special on the M12 3/8 drive um, impact, and it was 150 something bucks for it, which the cheapest I've seen it by itself, tool only, was like 180 or 190. But it come for 150 something bucks. It come with it, a 5 amp battery, and the charger. And I apologize, I didn't put it out there and let everyone know about it. I kind of caught it like real late, real late. Uh, and I'm lucky I got one. I'm lucky I caught it soon enough. But they come in, so. But I will say this: if you want it, but don't need it, wait. You're gonna find that price again. I don't know how long it'll be, but you're gonna find that price again. They've went back up. I mean, the next cheapest I found it was just a battery and the tool on Jersey Tool, like two something, or maybe it was high 190 something up in there. I don't know. How you doing, Lisa? I also got my mystery box in from Jersey Tool, and I should have knew I was going to be disappointed. Okay, so I got this disconnect tool set made by CTA, and look, both Amazon prices for both of these items equal what I paid for it, or actually a little more. So I got my money's worth. It might not be something that I would have bought, because like this, I don't know. It's just so these disconnect tools, they're plastic. These are plastic. Me, I wouldn't have bought a plastic set. I just wouldn't. Um, it's something I would have returned had I got it, thought it was metal and get it, and it's plastic. I would have returned it. And why? Because it's just not as durable. I don't feel it's as good a quality. It might work for people. I'm sure it does work for people. It's just I wouldn't have. I think it's just under 40 bucks for it. I just wouldn't have bought it. And this other one, it's pretty decent quality. I like it. Uh, I didn't really need it, but that ain't Jersey Discount Tools fault or whatever Jersey Tool Company's fault. It's just me. So it's this American Forge and Foundry 5-piece mag wheel socket set. It's half-inch drive, It's SAE and metric. Um, it's 17, 19, 21, 13 sixteenths, and 7/8. I'm gonna look at them a little more and see how well they do. They're pretty thin, but that's okay. Um, the plastics there, they don't seem that bad. I think that's something that I would have possibly used, and I think it come in at I want to say 60 something bucks. But yeah, those are the two tools I did. Um, but yeah, let me go through the comments. I'm going to skip down a little bit. You have the law of plastic disconnects, and Pete says I have quite a few plastic disconnects. How do y'all like them? Do y'all feel they do well? I know that making those lines disconnect can be a pain in the butt, especially if it's an older car and they've never come apart. And I wonder how durable they are. Um, Toolaholic says, "How you doing, Toolaholic?" He says, "Lyle makes a gas line disconnect tool set made from aluminum." And see, that's what I would buy. I do have a set of man. I forget who made them. I don't. I've used them. I bought it for one deal and got very frustrated using them. And I forgot who made them, but they were. It was either a Lyle or another pretty decent brand name. So, um, let me go back up here. Uh, hey, I understand about Thanksgiving, Pete. I understand about not making it. You got to spend that time with your family. Uh, like the U.S. They make some good toolboxes. They really do. Um, Mine is a good toolbox, and if they would make this particular box the way I wanted it, then I would have bought it from them, guaranteed. Um, let's see. Did you ever get the Cobalt Mean tool? What was the Cobalt Mean tool? Was that something we talked about last week? I don't have a great memory. uh, see. They worked on our 2000 GMC. Okay. Had to replace a fuel filter on a '02 Jeep, and it took me 3 hours to get the three lines off because of rust. I understand. Knipex copies. Oh, okay. No, I didn't. Uh, I've been doing a lot of things. So tonight's beverage is Elmer T. Lee. I picked this bottle up probably 2021, and y'all see I get a little bit out of it because it's not an easy bottle to come by. So I enjoy it. I mean, just like all of my bourbons, I drink a little bit here, a little bit there, but this is one of those that I'm savoring, and I've been a hankering for it for the past few weeks, and I keep forgetting to go get it because I've got a shelf over here with a bunch of bourbons on it, but I've also got a lot of them up in a cabinet in my bedroom. So, and then I got about 60 bottles out in the garage in a big tough box. Uh, Cheers, everyone. That is good bourbon. That is a good bourbon. Mm. It's got on the back of it. It tastes like uh, Hawaiian punch. Or yeah, is it the little? Is Hawaiian punch the one that's got the little punchy dude on it, or whatever? Little bitty squat looking character. Um, yeah. See, I broke one from a Matco set of mine, which is rebranded law. Luckily, the Matco dealer I dealt with warranted it with no problem, although we had to order it. Okay. They dropped the price of the Mean Tools to 19.95. Is that what? Let's see. Let me. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to look. I don't know why I didn't look, but I didn't. So y'all ready to see what I bought? Now I've got a video I'm working on. I haven't polished it up, but y'all are on here and I'm gonna, you know, let y'all see it first. But I do have an actual video of it. So let me open it up. Open picture I got up. Bro, they dropped the price. Hot pink. It's not hot pink. Um, window to the wall. So that's my new toy. So my old one, so it's a sliding top box, okay? My old one is a 33-inch box, 33-inch wide, and the slides are kind of different. So you'll see this on this one. This is a 40-inch box. The slides under them have another drawer. Okay. Now, yes, Ford Blue. This box, I got my son. My son got into the student program Snap-on. I paid just under, well, after taxes was a little over $1,800. Um, I was looking online, and the closest thing I could come to this, and it didn't have the sliding drawers under the top, was an Extreme Tools box that was just a little shorter, I think, and but it was deeper, and it was like high 16s before tax. This one's 17 something before tax. You know, I could have bought a 72-inch US General for this, but the US General wouldn't give me the functionality that I want. Yeah, it'd hold more tools, but it wouldn't be, I'm not going to be sliding the 72-inch all over God knows and whatever. Okay. This one I will. And I'm working on figuring out how I'm going to lay it out because, you know, it's got extra room in it, but I want to take full advantage. So let me stop sharing this picture. Let me open up the next one. Let's see, can I turn this? Let me see if I can edit this picture before I show it to you. Because it's not right. I keep opening it and saying, open with paint. Now, edit. No. I'm trying to turn the photo. Rotate. Okay. Now save. Okay. Now let me share this for you. This is how in my black box, this is how this drawer is laid out. So the only thing missing from this, and this is actually a little neat, there's like a pair or two of pliers missing from this, and there's a In that big space there is where I put my little my Milwaukee bit boxes. Okay, probably probably not the right place for it, but this is like my go-to drawer, and you'll see how these little bitty drawers are. I mean, these little bitty bins are just cram full, and it'd be aggravating to figure out what I want out of there. But this is really neater than it usually is. Now let me show you what the top drawer on the new one looks like. And this isn't, I've actually put everything back in the black box because one, I want to do a video on it. Two, I'm not sure how I want it laid out. So here's the blue box. So it's got the speed drawer. So I'm trying to figure out one, how I want, because it's got more dividers than I'm using right here. I want to trying to figure out how I want to lay it out. Also figuring out if I need to use it this way or whatever. These dividers are not screwed down, and I'm not sure I want to screw them down yet either. But yeah, what do y'all think about that so far? I mean, I'm going to have more room. Plus, everything's more spread out in the blue box, way more spread out. Um, Again, I wish it was deeper. I do wish it was 25 inches instead of 20, but still, this is, you know, pretty happy with it. So, what do y'all think? This is how the new one's set up. This is how the old one was set up. Kind of. Like I said, I actually straightened it up a little bit just to take this picture. So old and new. So let me stop sharing that. Everybody through looking at it? Okay. So yeah, I haven't quite figured it out, mainly because with the dividers that I've got available, and I don't know what else is available. It's I don't have the right combination. There's a lot there, but I haven't figured out the right combination, and I don't think I have the right combination. Maybe I can buy it. I'm just not sure. I may be able to make the right combination. Um, I was sitting here thinking, I've got a 3D printer that I've still got in the box. Um, Maybe I can make my own dividers. I mean, I know I can make my own dividers, but maybe I can make my own cross dividers to separate the boxes or the back and forth dividers the way I want to. Um, I don't know. It's like let me show you this picture again. In the second row, you're looking at it second row from the left. If I could bring that in a little further, it will give me a little more room so that, see that big pair of pliers sticking out there? I could run them long ways. It just barely can't run them long way. I mean, run them the same way as the other pliers. That would free up some room. And then I put the rubber band on the kiwis, and I could put them in the rack, and I could possibly, I don't know, do something a little different there. I might could even run the pliers north to south and fit more in that space, and then divide it up and have another space. I don't know. So many options. And the bad thing is, I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get to it this week, especially I'm trying to get everything done so I can head down to um, Key West, but I don't know. Let's see. Let me get back up here into the nice box. Appreciate it, Leeser. Ford Blue. Yep. Put some back into it. Nope. I ain't got much back left. Organized well. I appreciate it. Much better. Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, when I was looking and I seen the price, I knew that I knew it was going to be cheaper to do the SCP, but I wasn't sure how much, and it wasn't half. So it was roughly $1,000 off the normal price. Uh, I I would have liked to have paid less for it, but after looking up prices for other boxes, I don't I don't know that I could have paid less for it. Um, that if you've got anyone that can get into the student program, the prices are great. Right now, the price for a set of standard ratcheting, they're doing a 12 days of Christmas deal, but there's only 7 deals, I think. But for a set of SAE 7-piece ratcheting uh, reversible wrenches, it is 140 bucks, 140 something bucks, which is cheaper than the Icon equivalent. The metric, I think, is roughly the same price as the Icon equivalent, which it's not the equivalent, but you get what I'm saying, right? So if you got anyone that can get in the SCP program, you might want to check it out. My son's in it now, and it's pretty awesome. I haven't looked today if there's any change in the deals. There's been a few deals that were like, like the ratcheting screwdriver set. It's like 200 bucks. So it's like, nah, it's not nothing. The There's a nice plier set that's great price. I forget what it is, but it's a great price on it. Uh, there's actually for the snap ring plier set is a great price. There's also a pretty doggone good price. As a matter of fact, you can buy for their ratchet, their electric ratchet kit. You can buy it cheaper than you can for a kit for the 3/8 drive for a 3/8 drive Milwaukee kit, not the cheap little 3/8 drive, but the decent. I, is it high speed or high torque, or whatever? It's cheaper than that kit. Um, yeah. Oh, and in case y'all haven't caught it, while I've got my mind on it, there is a kit that has that cheaper 3/8 drive Milwaukee in it and the screwdriver, the electric screwdriver. Um, this one right here, I think it comes with one battery, maybe two, but I'm pretty sure one, and a charger. And it's just over $100 or right at $100. Great price. I mean, it is a great price. So if go look at it, that I think if the Cyber Week deals are still going on, you need to check them out on Home Depot. There's some good stuff, especially if you're into the red line. There's some good deals on there, or what was. And I apologize if I haven't brought them to you fast soon enough. But yeah, there were some good deals. Uh, Let me check this out here. get you a couple of better pictures here. Show you a couple more pictures of this box. I don't know why it's not doing. There we go. Okay. I'm excited to get a new box in due time. Yeah, I mean, it's like a new car. I mean, and some of them are, expensive. I mean, it is exciting to get a new one. This one, it's gonna fill a void. Look, I once I seen the sliding drawers in the top, it had me sold. I'd looked at some on the tool truck, just wasn't, and I thought about trading mine in. Um, but it sort of gives me a little more room in a still decent size. So that's kind of why I got it. But the blue, I want all of my, and I'm not copying Jeff. I've always wanted all of my boxes to be blue, but I just haven't because, you get what you get. I When I bought my last brand new box was the U.S. General 72-inch, and they didn't have the blue boxes at the time. I forget if they had any other color than red when I bought it in 17. Maybe they had black. I can't remember, but they didn't have the U.S. General 2s out, or 3, whatever it was, where they added all the different colors. So I want all of my stuff to be blue. What I may do is I'm going to put some PPF on this box anywhere where I'm sticking magnets to it. And if that PPF, putting that vinyl on, makes it, if it's not too aggravating, I may look at wrapping some of my other stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Let me show you a few. I'll show you a few more pictures of the top. And this was a bit, like I said, this was one of the big reasons I bought it. So here's the top, and you've got the inside slider on it. Now it reduces your headroom that you have, but it still leaves you with 5.5 inches between that and the bottom of the top of the box. Here's you another picture of it. That's the 2 slides all the way out with the 2 inside slides in.
There's a
And
drawer.
yeah.
There's a drawer.
Is that video playing for you?
That's a little stiff. So both the sides have them. It gives you a little bit extra use of the space. Let me show you on this other one. So it's according to really how you use these boxes, which you can see I've got a lot of unused space here.
So I don't know if y'all could see that little video, but yeah. give you a little more into the whole sort of why I bought it. So let's see. I got mine for 95 bucks about 20 years ago. Yeah, they're expensive. So 95 bucks a few years, 20 years ago, it's a lot of money. I like them, but I don't like them enough for 200 bucks. I just don't. Even at that discounted price, just don't like them enough. But they're very, very popular. But y'all see, I've got the Williams version, and in the Williams version, it comes with some snap-on bits. Some of the bits inside it are snap-on. We're talking about the ratcheting screwdriver. So, to each their own. It's a good deal. There's a reason people like it. It's just expensive for what it is. And there's a lot of great alternatives out there that I would say are just as good. The vessel that's like 20 bucks with the bits inside it, the crystalline, I feel is just as good. Now, it might not handle a drop like the snap on wood, but I think it would handle a drop pretty decent anyway. I don't know that it would handle the drop. And the back drag is just as good or better. And like I said, it's roughly around 20 bucks. I'm pretty sure someone on one of y'all got one on a giveaway from me. I think if it was you, let me know. But maybe the person that got it doesn't follow me no more. I don't know. It was you, Rob. So yeah, it's a damn good screwdriver. So the snap-on's great. You could probably warrant it out a whole lot easier. I'm sure, but I haven't needed to warranty mine. So there's that. I'm a simple guy. I like gray boxes, hides the dust. Yeah. Gray boxes haven't always been that easy of a thing to get though. Um, so yeah, I've got a brown box and it's 30 years plus old. It's a Kennedy machinist box. Got that crinkle brown finish. One of these days I'm gonna do a little video on it, but I want to sort of restore it. I bought it at a pawn shop in the 90s, full of machinist tools, or with a few machinist tools in it, like some gauges and stuff, and a bunch of bits, all kind of different bits. And my dad ended up with it because he loaned me some money, or he bought all my tools from me. And yeah, I got him back when he passed. See, my boxes are red. My car is black. I Most of my boxes are red. I do have a coat of many colors in my garage. In other words, I got a bunch of different colors. I've got a big weird green box, weird light industrial green box. I've got two tan ones. All those are part storage type. I've got three red ones. Uh, I got a black cart. I got a red cart. And then I got another black um, tool cart. And then I got a blue. And I got a gray plastic one. Yeah. So the black one that I'm replacing, I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. part of me says use it to put all of my machinist measuring stuff, my calipers and, my yeah, all of that, because 'cause I've run out of room. Right now, I'm using a 4-drawer, Harbor Freight cart for it, and I'm out of room. Um, I've got it in, all kinda other different stuff. Part of me wants to use it for that. Another part wants me to sell it to recoup some of my money. So I'm pretty sure I could get 800, 850 on the high end. I probably wouldn't go if anything, I wouldn't go any lower than 750. You know, I just keep it. It's worth more to me than that to keep it. You know, um, but I've also, I've got my dad's big boxes back there that are not being used right now. I'm waiting for a time where I can restore them or get them cleaned up real good and back in some type of decent working order. Right now, all the slides are kind of messed up, not messed up, but they need cleaned real good. Some of them have some issues, but I believe they can just be cleaned up and get back right. I might have to replace one set of slides. I'm not sure. And those are the roller bearing slides. The top box of my dad's old box is roller bearing, and the bottom are friction slides. The friction slides slide better. Or is that vice versa? I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at it. Anyway, let's see my I love it. Thought it was worth it. That's awesome. Are you talking about your gray boxes or your screwdriver, Rob. Okay. Yes, everybody's jumped on the train, Rob, and providing a bunch of different products. And Snap on, people steal ideas from Snap on. That's just all there is to it. Um, I Snap on is not my favorite tool, but they are one of the bigger innovators. Now, you've got innovators in the tool world right now as well. Lyle is a huge and always has been an innovator in the tool world. Um, Snap-on ends up buying companies that have made good things like vacuum grips. Uh, they were different uh, retaining ring style pliers and stuff. They bought just so many different brands Snap-on has bought, but they've also designed and developed a bunch of the tools we use today that other people are making. Um, they've made other people's tools better or smaller. Like I don't think they were. I'm pretty sure. I'm not pretty sure. I think Gear Wrench was the first ones to develop the ratcheting wrench. I think, but if you want it to be in a smaller, you know, a tighter area, Snap-on did it. They made them smaller. They made all the mechanisms in them smaller. Just things like that. So they make good tools. You can't deny it. They're expensive. And I think that's where all the hate comes from and where all everything else comes from because, they cost a significant amount more than a lot of other places. Um, so that's it. Uh, but yeah, man, I have been running my mouth. So here, I'm gonna get a little bit in there. So I we will see what happens over the next couple of days. I've got one test left for school. As of right now, I think I've got A's in everything that I haven't already did my test for. The one class I've got left, I've got an exam left, and I've got a real good high A in there or decently high A, but I don't know how I'm going to do on the exam because a lot of these exams have either been fairly simple or open book. You know, this last one, I don't know how hard it will be, but it's not open book. Um, just hopefully it's something that I've retained a bunch for, you know. But I've got that. Uh, so all this has got to happen before Wednesday morning. I've got to get that done. I've got to um, change spark plugs on my motorcycle, which means I have to pull the fuel tank off of it, which is going to suck. And then I've got to pack and prepare for the trip to go to Key West. Plus, let's see, I've got a dinner Tuesday night. So I've got all that to do. Plus, I want to get this video out. And if I can get all that done, I'm going to try to do up another video and have it ready for later next week on me going further into it. The first video is just sort of an introduction on the box, just showing it, talking through it. The next one, I'll be doing a few things in. I have put all the liners in. I had a little mistake on it. You'll see in the video that I did when I'm hoping to have it out tomorrow. The 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 liner that went on the top, on first glance, I thought it was ripped, but it was pre-cut for the lock in the box. So, but yeah. What else do we have? I think I think that's about it for me. Let's see if I have anything else to talk about. I don't know. But yeah, if y'all are looking for good alternatives though for stuff like the ratcheting screwdriver, like I said, I really highly suggest that Vessel. I'm getting back to it. I know I'm jumping around. I was going to give y'all a link to it, but I do have this to say. Someone purchased, either one person or a few of you, or it might have been someone completely different. About 2 weeks ago, bought a bunch of those Olights. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm pretty sure it was someone on here bought 3 or 4 of them, or maybe 2 of you or 3 of you bought one each or something. Thank you. It really helped out for that month, and it put me into what is it? A bonus. So if you get X amount of sales, it throws you into a bracket where they give you a lump sum plus whatever it was. So they only pay me 3%, 4% for sales for Amazon. So that's okay. It for the months for the past 28 days, it's at about $20. But then they throw that on top of it, and it's a pretty decent deal. So I appreciate that. I really do. Y'all support me in so many ways. you know, it helps out a lot. But just y'all coming in here and watching the videos and wasting time with me every Sunday night, that's the big deal. I do have one more thing to talk about before we let it go, and it's not my normal thing. So I want to congratulate any University of Indiana fans. It blows me away that they beat Ohio State. It blows me away. I was thinking, because I'm not an Ohio State fan by no means, but Ohio State typically puts together a damn good team. Okay. They've been putting together a damn good team for a long time, and you can't take that away from them. They might not be in the championship, be champions every year, but they're in the freaking hunt a lot of times. I thought University of Indiana was going to get blew out. I thought they were going to get decimated. And for them to win that game, congratulations to them. The other games, I'll talk about Georgia, Alabama in just a second. The other games, you know, those conferences are iffy. You never know because they don't play a lot of people outside their conference. So it's hard to tell, you know, how they did because they don't have a, what is it? It's not like Ohio State, and, you know, they have proven this themselves season to season by making it to some of the big games and being dominating in some of the big games with people outside of their conference. Okay. Now, Alabama, Georgia. I'm an Alabama fan. And I did not want to see them go to the SEC game. I did not feel that they were doing very well. I really felt Texas A&M deserved it more than Alabama did. And I would have liked to seen them play someone else. Now, I don't know whether Georgia deserved it more than Alabama. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I guess I think they're only a one-loss team, and that would come from Alabama. So maybe they deserved it more than Alabama overall, just for the fact that Alabama was a two-loss team going in there, one loss in the SEC. But Alabama in the last two big games, Oklahoma and the Auburn game, showed me there was issues. They lost to Oklahoma, they won at Auburn, but there were issues. They should have played much better than they were. And I knew when we went in, how you doing, Warren? Good to see you in here. I knew when we went into that game with Georgia, it was going to be a different game. I was concerned, and my concerns were validated because we got blew out. Do we belong in the championship brackets? I don't know. I really don't know. It's possible someone else belongs in there more than Alabama does. It's very possible. I don't know who that would be. Does Notre Dame belong in there? I don't know. Who have they played that they beat? I don't know. I can't say that. I'm a little uncomfortable. And if Alabama beats, who are they playing? If they come back and beat Oklahoma this time, they're matched up with Oklahoma again. Is it University of Oklahoma or Oklahoma? I don't know. They're matched up with the same people that just beat them 3 weeks ago. If they beat them again, or was it 4? I don't know. If they beat them this time, maybe they'll do okay in the next game. Maybe we've got time. They've got time to get some stuff. I don't know. I just, even if they belonged in, I think they belong in a higher seed or lower seed, like 11 or 12. At the very minimum, they should have went lower than they went, and guaranteed, personally. So I don't know. I know that Alabama has a ton of haters. Man, I've lost some people. I know Alabama has a ton of haters, and I get it, but no one can deny that they've been putting together a winning team for roughly 20 years now. And there was some losing years in there, but they've had winning years. In other words, they had way more wins than they had losses. They've had winning years for roughly 20 years. So, you know, not a lot of teams can say that. Even teams that are in that top 12 right now, not a lot of them can say that. So, yeah. Except for today, the Vikings look like high schoolers. That's something I've noted. Man, NFL can be brutal. The best team, that's the same way with the others, but the best team can look like high schoolers on any given Sunday. So everybody, I hate to let it go now, but I'm you know I'm kind of out of the stuff, and I'm almost out of bourbon here. So I'm going to cut it on short. I'm going to get working on this video, and hopefully I can stay focused and get it done instead of wandering off and watching other people's YouTube videos when I should be getting mine done. So I can get this done, get those spark plugs on my stinking motorcycle, get this test done I got to do, and maybe make a trip down to Key West. Now, Wednesday, I think it's going to be freezing, well into the freezing temperatures. I think it's going to be in the mid 20s when I leave here. And I think it's going to be in the 30s when I get back, roughly 5 days later or 6 days later, whatever. So thank y'all. Y'all take care. Tell Michelle I said good night to her too. Good night. Have a great week. Have a blessed week. I wish y'all the best. If I don't get to see y'all next Sunday, I'll catch y'all again on the next one. Okay. I believe I will anyway. I'm going to be gone on the weekend of the 20th. The wife's got something planned for me on my birthday. I don't know what it is. My birthday's the 20th. Don't know what it is, but she's got something planned. She said, don't make any plans. And it's my understanding we're going out of town, so we'll see. Thank y'all. Y'all take care. Have a great holiday season too. Don't let this time of year get you down. I know as joyous as it can be, there's some depressing things about it. Plus, with the wet weather and the darkness, it'll really get you down. Get out, get some of that sunlight when you can. Play in the snow as much as I hate it. Play in the snow or whatever. We still got snow out there. It's almost all gone. We still got some snow out there. Thank y'all. Y'all take care. Have a great night. See y'all hopefully next Sunday.